Fáilcheartain agus Falkirk go SpeakGaelic. Welcome to SpeakGaelic. Sata van Orshin, which means long time no see. Sata van Orshin. It's quite often used as a greeting between Gaelic speakers who haven't seen each other for a while. So listen out for it as we'll hear it again over the next half hour. Iomhaigh a híte. That's half an hour in Gaelic. Iomhaigh a híte. Very timely, as the theme of this episode is time and how we spend it. We'll touch on the basics, but as always, you'll find materials on our website which go into the topics in more detail, and where you'll also find information about joining language classes. Now, here's what's coming up. Telling the time.
Hi, Coinnichidh uamh.
Calum Maclean himself is on a race against time. How to say when things are happening or have happened.
Hi, Eilean Dà.
And we'll meet learner Sophie Day from Falkirk, who'll tell us how Gaelic has changed the course of her life. We've got quite a busy programme ahead of us, so let's speak Gaelic. Avilshiv Jishal. Are you ready? Avilshiv Jishal. To tell the time in Gaelic, you'll need to know your numbers. We've covered 1 to 4 in a previous programme, so let's look at a few more. Coig, 5. Shia, 6. Sheach, 7. And the number 8 is och, 8. Nui, 9. Jich, 10. The number 11 is uamh, 1, 10. Uamh. And Gàidhlig is 12, 2, 10. Gàidhlig. Now, to ask what the time is, you say tionndadh. What time is it? Tionndadh. To answer if the time is on the hour, in English we would use o'clock, but in Gaelic we say uamh, hours. Uamh. So to say it's 5 o'clock, hi coig uamh. It's 5 o'clock. Hi coig uamh. We use the same construction for most numbers, but for 1 and 2 o'clock we use the singular uamh, hour. Uamh. To say it's 1 o'clock, hi uamh. It's 1 o'clock. Hi uamh. And it's 2 o'clock. Hi Dà Bharra. It's 2 hour. That's 2 o'clock. Hi Dà Bharra. Now to say it's 11 o'clock, it's hi tionndadh. It's 1 hour 10. It's 11 o'clock. Hi tionndadh. And 12 o'clock, hi davaigh. It's 2 hour 10. It's 12 o'clock. Hi davaigh. To differentiate between morning and afternoon, we simply use mathin, morning, mathin, and fiscar, afternoon, fiscar. So to say it's 1 in the morning, hi uamh sa bhatainn. It's 1 a.m. Hi uamh sa bhatainn. Or to say it's 1 in the afternoon, hi uamh fiscar. It's 1 p.m. Hi uamh fiscar. Now let's listen for some references to time in this conversation. You'll recognise the o'clocks, but listen out as well for half past. Iomhaigh and Joy. Iomhaigh and Joy. And quarter past. Carstal and Joy. Carstal and Joy, which we'll look at later.
Hashin Bhreac, tionndadh.
Hai coich uarin.
Coinnichidh Bhreac Coinnichidh.
Chanile coich uarin savatting. Hai coich uarin fesker.
Eilean Dà Bharra.
Chanile lehurin je coich. Hai coich uarin.
Eilean Dà Bharra.
Chanile vam. Hai coich uarin. Well, hai coich minachin and je coich uarin.
Agus ha film a toirt ag carstal in né coig.
Did you recognise some of the times mentioned there? Elsie asked Marstein, tionndadh. What time is it? Tionndadh. And Marstein replied, Hai coinnichidh. It's 5 o'clock. Hai coinnichidh. She then jokingly asked, Eilean coinnichidh savatting. Is it 5 o'clock in the morning? Eilean coinnichidh savatting. And Marstein's reply, Chanile coinnichidh savatting. It's not 5 o'clock in the morning. Chanile coinnichidh savatting. He then clarified the time. Hai coinnichidh fesker. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Hai coinnichidh fesker. We also heard the phrases for half past the hour. Leabhar and Joy. Half past. Leabhar and Joy. And quarter past the hour. Carstal and Joy. Carstal and Joy. Let's listen to these phrases again, and you can watch all of the conversations in this series on our website, where they're supported by bilingual transcriptions.
Hashin Bhreac, tionndadh.
Hai coich uarin.
Coinnichidh Eilean Coinnichidh.
Chanile coich uarin savatting. Hai coich uarin fesker.
Eilean Dà Bharra.
Chanile lehurin je coich. Hai coich uarin.
Eilean Dà Bharra.
Chanile vam. Hai coich uarin.
And if you'd like more support with your learning, and some elements often need a bit more time than we have here, you can find lots of resources on our website, where you'll also find information about language classes you can join. But now, ha hi checking Falkirk neach-ionnsachaidh. It's time to welcome our inspirational learner, and I've been joined by Sophie D. But before we start chatting, let's find out a bit about her.
Hello, it's Misha Sophie D. Hi, I'm Sophie D. Agus ha mé fuireadh san Eaglais Bhreac. I've always enjoyed Gaelic music, but thought it was a shame that I couldn't understand what was being sung. So when I found out Gaelic was being offered as part of my primary education degree at university, I jumped at the chance to learn. Ha bhruidhinn. I have a huge collection of plants. I really love looking after them. It gives me a sense of responsibility. They are so important to the planet. Agus haiad chobria. As I love plants so much, I keep a foraging journal. My granny used to point out and name different plants when we were together. It encouraged me to identify and document different species. There's so many varieties, and they're also distinctive in their own way. So these are nettles, or fo-thiotalan. Some people like them in their soup, and some people like them in their tea. When I've got a lot going on, I like to get outside to clear my head. Still uamh Mully. Haia costed room, a bhí a bhíochain Gaelic a thuair ar na bhruidhinn acha Michael orm.
Sophie, fáil toirt to speak Gaelic. Cimir a how?
Hannig ma tapleib cymryd a haw hyn.
Hammy good doyle. Now, it was so lovely to watch you out and about. What was it that inspired you and made you want to learn more about the outside and foraging in particular?
Well, it was actually my granny. She has a wonderful garden that she tends to so well. And from a young age, I used to always ask her, what's that plant there? What's that plant? And I also enjoy going to the garden centre with her, and I do the same there. And when we used to go on walks when we were younger, she would point out the ones that I could pick from my mum when I was younger and what ones to avoid. And from there, I just went on.
Yeah, it's lovely, and you're obviously so enthusiastic about it too. Now, how are you getting on with Gaelic names for some of the plants?
Well, they're going pretty well, as I got an amazing book by Joan Clark and Ian MacDonald, which has all the different plant names in Gaelic, as well as like the standardised and a few variations as well. So it's been really useful, as well as the Learn Gaelic website for the pronunciation. It's been super helpful.
Now, what prompted you to learn Gaelic?
Well, I absolutely love Gaelic music, and I have for a long time. However, I've just never had the opportunity to learn, and I kind of just resigned myself to just having to listen and not understand. But when I was looking for a university course, I noticed that they had primary education with Gaelic, so I decided just to go along to the interview, see what it was like, and then fell in love with the course.
Oh, great. So how do you actually learn the language?
So as well as doing courses online at the minute, I'm also doing Duolingo, Carriage Canon, and then also making a wee Gaelic blog for myself online just to try and use it outside of the classroom as well, because it's really important to use it in other contexts, I've found.
So you mentioned that you have a Carriage Canon. How helpful has that been for practising your Gaelic?
It's been so useful. So I've got a Carriage Canon through the university as well as one up at Smo, and it's been great just to practice with some native speakers as well as learners so they know what you're going through. And my friends as well from uni, it's just great to use it rather than just leave it be till I have to use it again at uni.
And we do say, neach-ionnsachaidh, use it or lose it. And for a learner, it's so important to just get more confidence in actually speaking to people.
Exactly. It's just great to be able to use it in other ways outside of the classroom, because you're like, oh, I can actually finally speak to somebody about this, and use it whenever you can.
Yeah, and it feels then relevant and live, and it's great for you as a learner too.
I know, it's much better than having it scripted, as some lessons can feel a wee bit like that, when you're like, oh, I have to talk about this. But if you're just having to use it live in conversation and you don't have to think about it, you just speak. And even if you get corrections there, it's better getting told about it than just going about pretending that you didn't know.
Absolutely, and there's nothing wrong with making mistakes when you're learning. That's the best way to learn.
Definitely.
Yeah. So can you tell us, what is your favourite Gaelic word or phrase?
So my favourite Gaelic phrase is "neach-ionnsachaidh," and it means don't worry, because I tend to be a huge worrier. And I just need to remind myself, don't worry, take it easy, because things in the big, long run won't matter too much.
Neach-ionnsachaidh Bhreac is a wonderful phrase for a Gaelic learner. Agus tapleibh gomór, thank you so much for coming to speak to us.
Tapleibh.
Nisha, let's join Calum MacIlleathain, Calum Maclean, on one of his trips around Scotland. Throughout this series, Calum's been taking us the length and breadth of the country to some great places. It's been a while since we last saw him, so if we were to bump into him, we could say, Sata van Worshin. Long time no see. Anyway, I wonder where he is today.
Are you ready? Let's go. I'm heading to Eilean Dà Bharra, Davaar Island. Eilean Dà Bharra. It's a tidal island, so we need to be quick. We've got 2 hours either side of low tide to get across. Wait a minute. That means I've got 4 hours. We've got time. Might as well enjoy ourselves.
Eilean Dà Bharra sits off the coast of Campbelltown. Calum MacIlleathain in Kintyre, Cinn Tìre. When the tide's out, a causeway connects the mainland to the island. And I'm here to see an uamh, a cave, uamh, where, in 1887, I've been told a miracle occurred.
And here it is, an image, ìomhaigh, an ìomhaigh of Christ on the cross.
One day, a fisherman came across the painting in the uamh, and believing it was a miracle, went back to tell the people in the town. But it didn't take long for the truth to come out. The ìomhaigh was painted by local art teacher Archibald McKinnon. He said he saw it in a vision, and without telling anyone about it, set to work.
The people of the town weren't happy, and Archibald left. He did return, though. He came back a couple of times to restore the painting. They must have grown to like it.
Ronnie Tonnieri is a local artist and helps look after the artwork.
Well, Ronnie, can you tell us, first of all, how did you come to take care of the painting?
I suppose as a local art teacher, I got the job to follow on previous art teachers who had repainted the original version. It had been restored by the guy who taught me art in school, and then his successor did it, and then in turn it fell upon me to repaint it when it was required. It was attacked in 2006. Somebody spray painted a Che Guevara image on it and had to repaint it after that.
So was it some kind of secret revolutionary coming here and leaving
Yes,
a mark?
I think so. I know. It wasn't Banksy, otherwise we might have kept it.
And is it just yourself that does it?
Yes, so far nobody else has had to, and I hope nobody will. I don't know how long this one will last.
Now, we've had to walk here at low tide. How long have we got before we've got to get out?
We'll find out when you go back. I hope we haven't left it too late.
Well, now we're back on Tìre, land, and we're also Tìrim, dry. In fact, we're Tìrim Tìre, back on dry land, Tìrim Tìre. And if you ever have a vision telling you to paint an ìomhaigh, well, you could do a lot worse than an uamh on Eilean Dà Bharra. Just don't go painting over that one, all right?
We won't, Calum. You have my word on that. What a fantastic image and such a beautiful island. Eilean Dà Bharra. And thanks to Calum, we now know that an uamh is a cave, ìomhaigh is an image, and Tìrim means dry. Tìrim. And I'm pleased Calum made it safely back to dry land so he can share more of his linguistic escapades with us. If you want to engage with more of Calum's take on Gaelic, make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. He'll certainly keep you on your toes. Nisha, are you ready? It's time to speak some more Gaelic. A very useful phrase to allow you to ask questions when talking about time or when something is happening is cúine. When is or when did? Cúine. A lot of time-related questions begin with cúine. So let's look at a few of these. Cúine háisiú. When did you start? Cúine háisiú. And to reply, háisich mí ag, and whatever time it was. Háisich mí ag cóig uamh. I started at 5 o'clock. Háisich mí ag cóig uamh. Another useful one, Coinnichidh. When did you get up? Coinnichidh. And to reply, you would say, Gàidhlig mí ag, and whatever time it was. Gàidhlig mí ag cóig. I got up at 5:30. Gàidhlig mí ag cóig. Leabhar and J is 5:30. How about another one? Coinnichidh. When did you eat? Coinnichidh. And to reply, Dhích mí ag cóig uamh fiscar. I ate at 5 in the afternoon. Dhích mí ag cóig uamh fiscar. Of course, if someone asks you a cúine question, the answer won't always be on the hour. It may be 5:30, or 15:15, or even 1:45 the hour. Carstal gu, 1:45. Carstal gu cóig, 4:45. Carstal gu cóig. And 1/4 past is carstal and J. Carstilh and J Coig. 5:15. Carstilh and J Coig. Let's listen to some more references to time in this next conversation.
Hello, Emma. Come to the house.
Hallo, honey. Hi, ma. Jane the house.
Hi, Castan J and Argiac. Catch evel in Rish.
Han Rish and Shaw, I'm Falkirk.
Can you hi own?
Hi, own and you, ik me on wa.
I will have a gal past.
Ha!
Emma!
Ha me a gal past. Jerry.
Well, of Eichel.
Oh, hello, Johnny. Come here, Hashif. Jane, who are you?
Hi, Leher J and Argiac of Eichel. Come to the house.
I'm a ski.
Can you get it?
Jerich me at Carshall and JG. Loosh me at J Huren. Can you get it, Shisha?
Oh, Jerich miss a Leher J Shach. Jusk me a Shach Guren. Kun je wel aan zijn labby rijden?
I'm a ounce and leppy ik da uur se vatting. I'm a party.
Oh, kun je hoos ik een party?
Hoos ik een party ik och geur in a rijden.
Hij wil gemmen immer jou en ju.
Ha, I gimme immenjan en ju ik Carshall and J3.
Hij wil party aan de nacht.
Gaan je party aan de nacht?
Did you recognise some of the phrases there? Emma asked Shawnee, Jane uamh. What time is it? Jane uamh. We also heard kun being used. When? Kun. Shawnee asked when the race was. Kun je hai aun? When is it? Kun je hai aun? And Emma replied, in due ik meen la. Today at midday. In due ik meen la. Later on, Shawnee asked Michael, kun je gàidhlig? When did you get up? Kun je gàidhlig? And Michael said, ik Carshall and J Jich at 10:15. Ik Carshall and J Jich. And he also told Shawnee, Rúsk me ik Jich uamh. I woke up at 10 o'clock. Rúsk me ik Jich uamh. Let's listen again, and remember you can watch all of the conversations in this series, supported by bilingual transcriptions, on our website.
Hello, Emma. Come to the house.
Hallo, honey. Hi, ma. Jane the house.
Hi, Castan J and Argiac. Catch evel in Rish.
Han Rish and Shaw, I'm Falkirk.
Can you hi own?
Hi, own and you, ik me on wa.
Well, of Eichel.
Oh, hello, Johnny. Come here, Hashif. Jane, who are you?
Hi, Leher J and Argiac of Eichel. Come to the house.
I'm a ski.
Kun je get it?
Jerich me at Carshall and JG. Loosh me at J Huren.
Most verbs in Gaelic use the command form for their past tense, and if they start with a consonant, we can lenite. If they start with a vowel, we put a DH sound before the vowel. The broad DH sound next to an A, an O or a U is g, and the slender DH sound next to an E or an I is y. For ich, I ate, we add DH before the command, and it becomes yich, yich me. Or éidich, get up. In the past tense, we put a slender DH sound before it, and it becomes gàidhlig, gàidhlig me. I got up, gàidhlig me. Gàidhlig mishe Tìre and Jew. I got up early today. Gàidhlig mishe rothra and Jew. Too early. If you want some more linguistic support, the Learn Gaelic dictionary is a great resource as it lets you hear how the words are pronounced. And you will find a link to the dictionary on our website. Hahi Calum MacIlleathain. It's time for me to go. But before I do, let's take a quick look at some of the words and phrases we've covered. Tionndadh. What time is it? Tionndadh. And to answer, Hai Coinnichidh. It's 5 o'clock. Hai Coinnichidh. To differentiate between morning and afternoon, we use matinn, morning, matinn, and féisceadh, afternoon or evening, féisceadh. To ask someone when something is happening or has happened, we use cúine, when is or when did. Cúine. Coinnichidh. When did you get up? Coinnichidh. And to reply, Gàidhlig. I got up at. Gàidhlig, followed by the time. Also, J. 1:15. J. Gu. 1:45. Gu. And J. 1:30. J. Shalvanuath. Look at the time. Hahi Calum MacIlleathain. It's time for me to go. Remember, there are additional learning materials on our website, and you can watch all of the programmes in this series on BBC iPlayer, and you can listen to our podcasts on BBC Sounds. Until next time, Cheerio Drasta.